here's how you do it. Breathe, and then ask. Hey, welcome to the Gem Monroe Show. I am your host, Gem, the business alchemist. I'm here to teach you how to live the life of your dreams, how to create the business to support that life, and how to live in alignment, flow, happiness, joy, but also success, also the strategy, also the creative direction that you need in order to complete your business and your life. With my 16 years experience in the law of attraction, my 8 years owning my health and fitness business, 5 years as a yoga and meditation teacher, and my 18 years in sales, marketing, and business development, I am here to help you increase cash flow, execute your vision, live in that alignment and flow that we need, and give you your time back so that you can live the rich and enriched life of your dreams. So let's get into this episode. Who here asks for signs? Signs from universe, God, source, spirit, angels, guides, whatever you want to call them, okay, whatever your faith is, do you ask them for signs? And the reason that I want to talk to you about this today is I have been seeing signs left, right, and center. And I'm telling you, I kind of want to talk you through this a little bit, okay? So whether you believe that things are coincidental or not, whether you ask for a sign and you get it and you're like, oh, how, like, that's so crazy, like, how does that even work, and da-da-da-da-da. The thing is that when you ask for a sign and you receive it, it elevates your vibration, okay, your frequency, and the reason is because you feel supported. And so whether it really truly was a sign or not, okay, you can't help but feel elevated by receiving the sign. Now, elevation is just an increase in your emotions, your mood, your electromagnetic field, your frequency, your vibration that you're putting out into the universe, okay, into the world. So remember how we want to stay in a high vibration so that we attract good things, okay? So when we're in a high vibration, we attract the same vibration. The vibration that goes out touches and finds other vibrations that are similar to its wavelength, okay? And that it is attracted back in, magnetized, okay, back in. So this is the law of attraction 101, really. I want to really just relate it and kind of narrow down to what it means to ask for a sign, okay? Because I have, for the past 5 years or 6 years, oh gosh, when did I have all those panic attacks? 2015, right? I competed in bodybuilding in 2014, 2015. Oh man, why am I going crazy here? No, did I compete in 2014? Which means that I had the panic attacks in 2014. I don't even know. I'm getting old. It was like 6 years ago. So anyway, sorry about that. 6 years ago when I had my spiritual awakening, and we've talked about this before, usually in order for you to really change a pattern or a habit, you have to have something emotionally destroying kind of happen to you so that it knocks you on your butt, right? So it knocks you around and jars your nervous system. So that's how we change. So when that happened, I was awoke. I was woke. I was awakened, right? And that I had my spiritual awakening back then. And that's when I found Gabrielle Bernstein, my teacher, my spiritual teacher. I found meditation, yoga, became a yoga instructor, all the things. You've heard all this. Unless this is the first episode. And hey, welcome. Welcome to the Gem Monroe Show. I've just bombarded you with the fact that I've had panic attacks from bodybuilding about 6 years ago. Also a yoga teacher. So hadn't had a spiritual awakening. Anyway, so it was back then that I actually read The Universe Has Your Back. In 2016, I actually read, now this I do remember, 2016 is when The Universe Has Your Back was released by Gabrielle Bernstein. And that's when I learned about asking for signs from your God, your universe, your spirit, your God, your, whatever resonates with you. And so back then it was the eagle. I chose the eagle. I don't know why. That just intuitively came to me, and that's what I ran with, right? I'm from New Zealand. We don't even have eagles in New Zealand. So I don't think. Gosh, okay, now that's going to be another Google. I don't think we do. But anyway, so I chose the sign, the eagle, and from that point on, I have asked for signs, for guidance that I'm on the right path, and even no sign is a sign. If you ask, should I start this new business? Please show me my sign, my eagle, and I don't see an eagle for months. What do you think that sign is? Don't start that business, right? So even no sign is a sign. But I've gotten really, really deep into it the past month. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I meditate daily. I have done for 6 years. And I have meditation practice, cards. I've got all the things. I still do that every morning. Every morning I get up. But we're creatures of habit. You know, I got into more chakra work. Okay, rather than asking for signs from the universe and oracle card readings. That's just what I needed. Ebb and flow. Okay, I needed to do a lot of energy protection meditation, a lot of boundary, a lot of energy clearing, and a lot of chakra balancing work pretty much for the first 5 months of the year, okay, of this year. The first 4 to 5 months of this year. Well, recently in the past month, really in the past 3 weeks, let me just say, I have been diving deep into asking for signs, connecting deeper with the universe and with spirit and my own intuition, and allowing the two to be coherent, right? So my intuition and also the universe, and feeling frequency between my own intuition and the universe's guidance. And just because there's been a lot of lessons this year. I've been hit hard 3 times, okay? Please let that be it. Thank you very much, okay? Everything comes in threes. So let's hope that this last burn was the final burn. And this is why I'm very, very... I'm looking super deep within and without and just all of the things, because remember that you will keep getting sent the same lesson until you learn the lesson, okay? And I've been burnt 3 times surrounding the same kind of thing, all right? Which means I have to learn this lesson now. I don't want it to repeat. I don't want it to come around again. The universe will keep throwing it in as different people or as different scenarios or it will just keep throwing it at you in different ways until you learn the lesson. So, oh man, I'm looking at my new painting, my new print that I bought at the beach from this local artist, and I just noticed that there was a man standing in the background of it. Wow, I never noticed that before. Oh, that's a sign. Literally talking about signs. It's the first time that I've seen this. There's a man in the back here. Gosh, I wish you could see this print from this local designer. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm going to get a real good photo of it. So go and check my Instagram and look for this really cool print, and then tell me if you see the man standing over by the bridge. Oh, I'm going to have to listen to my intuition deep down. I'm going to have to feel that out. I'm going to have to see what that means. But anyway, so you see, I'm everything is a sign right now. But I've just got goosebumps, and goosebumps are good, because goosebumps, for me, it's almost like my frequency is being elevated. It's like it's charged. Okay, so remember how, like, if you touch like one of those balls and your hair stands up on end? That's kind of like how I feel when I get goosebumps when I listen to music, when there's like a really good part in a movie, when I'm talking to somebody about what I love and what I'm passionate about, and I'm like, got all these crazy goosebumps. For me, that's almost like a symbol of my frequency being elevated. Okay, it's a really, really good thing. So, you know, when you say you've got chills usually are a good thing. Well, in my life, I'm trying to think about, like, horror movies. Do you get chills or something? Or if someone tells you a creepy story, you get chills? This is different. This is the good chills, like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, right? Excited goosebumps, elevated frequency. So anyway, been obviously really deep down learning the lessons, okay, after this 3rd burn, and deep diving into changing the way that I do things, basically. Just do all things. And just one of the things is asking more for guidance and really surrendering and asking for help. Okay? Asking, I don't want to logic out of everything. I don't want to rationalize everything. Right? I want to ask for help, and just, why do we have to be so dang hard on ourselves and have to come up with all the answers all the time? Why do we have to learn the lessons on our own? Like, we have to like sit here and be like, okay, so this is what happened and this is what, and we start analyzing. Why can't we just ask for help? Can you imagine like the freedom, the feeling of freedom when you just go, you know what? God, universe, spirit, guides, angels, can you just help me here? What is the lesson here? I'm going to sit in silence, and I really want you to just help me here, because I'm tired. I'm tired of always having to be rational and logical and think super hard about all of this stuff. Like, can you just help me? Just give me a lending hand, please? The answer will come with far less angst and energy from you. Okay? The answer will just come. Just allow it. Allow it to come. So I have been asking for signs. There's opportunities, there's things happening for me and everything, and I'm like, can you help? Can you help? Which path? There's so many opportunities, and which one do I go down, or whatever? And so I was listening to a tarot card reader for Leo, for the sign of Leo, for June 2021, and it was crazy. I'm going to tell you 2 instances with these signs and everything. It just happened. Oh, of course, synchronicity it always happens. I always see, I'm looking down now and I see, the number 11 and 22. So 22 has been coming up a lot. 222, 2222, and always and forever is 1111. In fact, I'm looking, I can't even make this up. I'm recording this, okay, in my recording software, and I just looked up at the number that we're at, and it was 1111. We were 1111 through the podcast, okay? Now, of course, my team is going to edit this podcast, okay, in case I've been coughing or sniffing or making all sorts of weird noises. And so when you listen to this, I just want you to look down, or maybe look back at where 1111 was. And it should be around about when I just mentioned this. Anyway, so that's just proof. But that's how crazy it is. Synchronicities, man. Synchronicities. When you tune in to the frequency of the universe, when you tune in, you're going to see some crazy stuff happen, okay? So anyway, I'm listening to the tarot card reader, and again, I've been listening to like 30, because, sometimes it's like, oh, really? That sounds too good to be true. Let me listen to another one just to make sure. Oh, really? You're saying the exact same thing and pulling the same cards and interpreting them the same? Wow, that's interesting. Let me listen to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, okay? 30 later, and they're all saying the same thing for June 2021. Pulling cards, okay? Pulling cards and interpreting the same thing. So anyway, I feel like I've said so anyway a lot in this episode. That's because I keep going off on tangents. I have been asking for a lot of signs. Now, one of the tarot card readers, that's where I was. Now I'm back on track. One of the tarot card readers says, wow, Leo, I'm hearing or feeling that Spirit is telling me to tell you that they're going to show up as a hummingbird. A hummingbird is coming for you, and they're saying that this is proof of guidance. They're saying, hey, I'm sending you a hummingbird to say I'm here. Okay, it's the universe, it's spirit, God, whatever you resonate with. So, how long ago was it that you personally saw a hummingbird? I have not seen one in years. Like, see, I do not remember the last. They are the most coolest freaking creatures, man. They are the coolest things. I have not seen one in years. So I listened to this thing on Friday. Now on Sunday, I'm outside on the patio. I walk inside and shut the door, and my husband goes, oh my gosh, there's a hummingbird chasing you. I was like, what? He was like, there's a hummingbird at the door. Like, you just shut the door. It was like he was chasing you in here. I was like, what? And of course, by the time I turned around, it was gone. Hummingbirds are super, super fast. Now, I wouldn't have known that had my husband not told me. so I would have been none the wiser. But it came when my husband was there, so that my husband could tell me that it was behind me, chasing me, right? And there's this hummingbird. And I'm like going, what in the heck? Like, crazy. It's okay, I'm listening. Okay, you're here with me. I love it. Great. Stay with me, guide me, surrender, all that good stuff, right? Feminine. Surrender's feminine. Grind, hustle, all of that. Masculine, not going to work right now. We've talked about this new feminine energy of Aquarius, age of Aquarius that we've come into. So stop controlling everything and just surrender a little bit, okay? Work hard, good work ethic. Chase your dreams, love it, yay. But do it with a little bit of surrender and a little bit of grace. But then the second surrender, the sign, okay? So one of the tarot readers was saying, Spirit is telling me to tell you to look up. You need to, I don't know why, and they're saying, and they were like, I don't know why, but they're telling me to tell you, look up. So look up. And so the next day, I'm walking the dogs, and I remember, obviously, them telling me that. So I randomly decided to look up. Like, how often do you look up and take notice? Like, how often do you look up and you're like super present and you're taking everything in? Like, I don't think I look up to the sky unless I'm like, is it gonna rain? You know what I mean? So I look up because it wasn't random. I was told to look up. So I did. Well, how often do you see 12 bright pink, my color, right? And also something that I've got in the works is color. But I'm not going to tell you this yet. I'm not going to release this yet. Again, I'm not ready to launch this. But I look up and I see about 12, and it could have been 20. They were so far away and they were so high. But it was a massive, big bunch of bright pink balloons floating up in the sky. Just right there, looking up. Randomly look up, okay? Take notice. There's a whole big ass bunch of bright pink balloons right above me floating off into the sky. So you can't deny that it raises your frequency and your mood and it's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, even the tone of your voice when you tell people just changes, okay? Whether you believe that the signs were coincidental or not, it raises your vibration because it's exciting, okay? I do believe that they are signs from Spirit, okay? I do believe that I am guided, and I do believe that they are trying to send me messages somehow in the spirit realm, okay? And that the spirit realm are trying to send me physical manifestations, right? That's what I do believe, and so look how much it elevates my state. And then what happens when I've elevated my state? I get about 4 new clients. Okay? 4. I can't make this up. It's so, if you don't believe me yet, if you have not listened to all of my podcasts, if you have not listened or read my blog, if this is the first one, go and listen to my law of attraction, the manifesting, the raising your vibration. Read and learn about this stuff, because I can't even make this shit up, okay? You cannot deny what is reality, what is going on, okay? And if you do want to fight it, and you do want to deny it, and you do want to, in fact, I don't attract those sorts of people, so I know that you're my people, because I literally don't attract those people. And if any of those people are in my life, they are removed very, very quickly. But they don't come into my life because they just don't. It's weird. When I get burnt, which I have 3 times, it's not because of any of them mocking my systems or my energy or anything like that. What it actually is they're attracted to my energy. They become energy vampires. Then they realize that they're not me, and then they start resenting me, and go and burn me or hurt me or screw me over somehow. That is not where I want to lead this podcast down, and I probably won't ever talk about that on the podcast, okay? I might talk about like how to overcome stuff like that. That might be a good podcast because I really do want to keep it positive out of a negative situation. But I really just, I want you to have faith and play with the idea of asking your God for signs. Play with the idea of asking Spirit for signs and for guidance and helping you to surrender. Have fun with it. Seriously, like make it super playful. Like choose a sign, whether it's a cardinal or whether it's I'm looking at a pink coat right now, but it's summer over here. So maybe you can be like, show me something that's really odd. Like show me a polka dot dress as a sign or something. And you might be walking past a boutique. Boom, there's a polka dot dress. And you're like, whoa. Okay, it makes you feel cool. Like, not cool. Not cool. It makes you feel, I'm even elevated excited about you going and looking for a polka dot dress right now. But this is where, isn't life about joy, happiness, and laughter, love, and living? Is that not what life is about? So go have fun with it. Go and ask your God for some signs. Go and ask anything, okay? I don't know what your belief system is. Go and ask for a sign from something that you don't know, that you can't see, right? And have fun with it and play. And then please come and tell me. I love hearing from you guys when you go and do what I've told you to do or what I've suggested, and then you come and tell me. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. So thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, so let me explain real fast about asking for a sign, okay? This is how I do it. Okay, and you can use this exact same thing, okay? So I close my eyes and take a few deep breaths. So I tune into the present moment. I don't tune into anything else because I don't want to send mixed signals out into the universe, a weird frequency, okay? So I tune in, take a couple of deep breaths in. It's really good to do it in meditation if you aren't used to asking for signs. But I've obviously been doing it for a very long time, so I can be walking down the street and I could be thinking about, should I launch this new, business? And I can tune in real fast, so I can actually do it when I'm walking. But if you need a little bit more practice, here's how you do it. Breathe, and then ask universe, God, Spirit, guides, angels, of good intentions. I always add of good intentions, okay? Just to make sure that there's no like negative, bad, crazy spirits out there, right? Of good intention. Don't be scared, but just say of good intentions, okay? So universe, spirit, guides, and angels of good intentions. Please show me my sign, the eagle, if I should launch this new business this month. And then repeat it. Universe, angels, guides, spirit, please show me my sign, the eagle, if I am supposed to launch this new business this month, June 2021. And just put that on, just repeat it maybe a couple times so that it's super clear, so that the message is received. And then drop it and leave it. Drop it and leave it. Okay? Don't start looking around for the eagle. It's just either later that day or in a couple of days, you're either going to get the sign or you're not. And both is a sign. Okay? So just tune in. Just have fun with it. And please tell me how you go. Thank you so much for listening. You can check me out on Instagram at gem_Munro. You can email me gem@boutiquebizco.com. Okay, gem@boutiquebizco.com. And you can find me obviously www.iamgemmunro.com. Have a phenomenal day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, and the rest of your life.